What's up, guys? Welcome back to more domain reviews here for the Birthright setting, and this is the final one of the core Anuirean setting, so we're going to move on to some other things after that before we get into any of the other areas of campaign setting within Birthright. So eventually, again, we will cover all the things for the Rurik, the Voss, the Brecht, and the Kinasi. So there's tons and tons more content to come. But today, again, it's been a long time coming. We started the series quite some time ago, and now we finally covered each and every domain for the Anuirean setting, the core Anuirean setting here. So sources are interesting in the Eastern Marches, so there's certainly some competing mages and everything, but they provide us here with the Second Swamp Mage, because this is actually available for players, and again, interesting if you are taking part in a campaign that's either in and around Osorde and the conflict that's going on there. So Second Swamp Mage, neutral good, recommended, and concentrates holdings in two realms, Osorde and Alinea. And again, we see some decent size sources there, especially that level 6 source, right? The Sunken Lands in Osorde. That's pretty damn powerful. So, and again, 3 over in Alinea. 2 slightly smaller ones, but again, another level 5 there. So lots of good stuff there. Regency, not so much, right? Fair bit generated, not so much accumulated, and a just minuscule treasury. So he does make gold, he or she, or it, makes gold every 3rd domain turn with 30 Regency. All anyone knows about this mage is that he or she has allied with William Morgan, usurped son of the former ruler of Osorde. The second Swamp Mage seemed to appear from nowhere and took the name in mockery of the Swamp Mage serving Jason Rainick, Duke of Osorde. Speculation abounds that this wizard is actually old Durian Pericane, who's a level 10 wizard if you want to go that route. And actually have the second Swamp Mage be him. Very, very powerful in the setting, although minuscule bloodline though, but that's not so important. The court wizard of Morgan's father, yet Rainick claims he took Durian's life with his own sword. So again, however this wants to be incorporated into a campaign, it could be very interesting and just a very powerful, dramatic chance to roleplay here. The second Swamp Mage seems fond of using guerrilla tactics to restore William Morgan to the throne of Osorde before the Duke crushes the spirit of the populace. The wizard casts spells to aid ailing locals and hide those who break Rainick's law. Woe to Rainick's men who pose as Morgan sympathizers in this wizard's presence. They wind up as heaps of ashes left outside the first Swamp Mage's door. So, way to make a statement, right? So again, interesting one where we're kind of given some description here, not overly detailed, but that can let us fill in the gaps, and we're not sort of being pigeonholed into, if every time you run the second Swamp Mage, it's exactly what it is. So again, we have that wonderful flexibility there. So it could be the older previous wizard, could be somebody brand new, but again, having it be the older wizard could be really cool there if you want to start out as a level 10 wizard. Not too bad. Again, very decent set of sources there. Now again, as we've pointed out in previous videos, especially before Baruch Zeke, there are no sources tapped in that domain, and really no competing wizards. So if some sort of friendly relations could be forged with the dwarves there for some maybe other wizardly assistance via realm spells, which again, whole another set of videos we'll get into, that could provide you with basically almost double your existing source levels, basically. So really strong potential there to just make yourself really the powerhouse wizard of the Eastern Marches. So that being said, other ones, again, the 3 brothers mages, we've talked about them a little bit in Cornace, also have holdings in Chimeron. The first Swamp Mage, again, a little bit of a description here, but more under the Osorde description. The Elven Queen, again, not exactly known until we really take a look at the Player's Guide to the Sealwood. And then finally, the Chimera itself, right, the Anshe in the Chimeron, again, a deadly foe to potentially deal with. But just depending on if there's ever conflict there and, anybody wants to get rid of the Chimera, certainly every thing in that domain would be up for grabs, although the 3 brothers mages, I think, again, are the ones looking to maneuver into that position potentially. But we'll cover more of the Chimera when we look at all the Anshe in the Blood Enemies book, which is, again, another great expansion for Birthright. But let us know in the comments, guys, if you've actually run the second Swamp Mage. How have you done it? And again, whether it's running the domain or just been adventuring and happened to encounter the Swamp Mage here, the second one, as part of your campaign, did you run the actual older former wizard, court wizard here for the rightful ruler Durian Pericane, or what did you do? Come up with your own? Again, hit us up in the comments there, guys. Like and subscribe. Again, this will conclude our Birthright domain review series here. Again, there's quite a few videos here, lots and lots of content for you guys. So we've covered every last one here, starting all the way from the southern domains and just everywhere else in the classic Anuirean setting, all the political ones, all the non-political ones. So there's quite a set here. So we're going to be moving on to some other things from the core Birthright setting, especially like looking at ways how to play the game, covering the bloodlines, blood powers, all that fun stuff. Domain actions, so there's lots and lots more content to come, guys. So just stay tuned. Again, like and subscribe. That helps keep these videos coming, keeps the motivation up, and keeps the channel growing. So, and if you already know about Birthright, but you think some of the players in your group would like to know about it, again, this is sort of just a criminally underrated setting that just does not get enough love, even during its time of release, but especially now, it's almost kind of the forgotten setting. But there's just honestly one of the coolest things, one of the coolest ones out there. And really, if you want a unique setting that just combines a lot of ideas into something that's just truly wonderful and has really, it's a whole separate game in addition to the actual Dungeons and Dragons role-playing part of it, right? So there's just so many different ways that you could play this, or do all three things basically. Again, running a domain, adventuring, and fighting sort of mass scale battles. So there's so much cool stuff with Birthright. So I hope you guys enjoy these reviews as much as we love doing them, and the setting as well. Hopefully we've inspired some people to maybe take a peek at Birthright. It is absolutely wonderful, and again, our favorite setting, excuse me, by far, probably with a close second being Ravenloft. And we'll hopefully get into covering some things Ravenloft at some point as well. But again, like and subscribe, guys, comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.